Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and today we're back with weekly update number 166, and incidentally, the last weekly update of 2023. Let's jump right into it with week in review. So we talk about what's been going on in the warehouse, things that are coming up, stuff like that. Overall, relatively normal week, other than being a short week this week. Social media coordinator, we've starting to coordinate getting in people for actual interviews and things like that. So hopefully making progress on that, and we'll be able to be in a position to hire sometime early next year. Looking forward to getting somebody into that role as soon as possible. What else is new coming up? The charity stream is I guess tomorrow from when you're watching this, Saturday, December 30th. Can't believe it's already here. We're going to be building from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, or thereabouts. We got a ton of giveaway prizes, and of course we're raising money for Shriners Hospitals for Children. An amazing cause. They did great work helping out my son when he burned his hands a few years back, and really want to kind of give back and help them. We're trying to raise $10,000 this year, really hoping that this is the year that we reach that goal. So if you're able to come join us, really appreciate it if you can. Both the stream link and the donation link should be down in the description below. So if you are able to contribute in any way, it'd be most appreciated. And of course, come join us if you're able to. We're working on a year in review video, which will probably be one of the first videos of next year, kind of going through the entire craziness that was 2023. I feel like there was a lot packed into this year, a lot of big changes, a lot of stuff going on, but I guess we'll talk about all of that in the actual year in review. This week though, like I said earlier, things have been relatively normal for the most part. Alex was out Tuesday due to illness, was able to get back in Wednesday. He's in today, so we're good there. We're definitely probably like a day or so behind on orders right now, I think, getting them out the door between all the volume over the long weekend, the sales that have been running this week, just a lot of orders. And so just combine less days to get the stuff done, plus more orders, and you end up in a situation where you've got to work to get caught up. But I think we're on track to get caught up fairly soon though, which is good. And since Kate mentioned this to me the other day, when I say that we're behind or behind by a day or something like that, what I mean is that our goal is typically to get any order placed on a given day before noon to be shipped or at least packed on that same day. That's the goal. Some days are easier than that than others. Monday is typically the hardest day for us to do that because we're dealing with all the orders from the weekend kind of stacked up. But usually orders placed later in the week tend to most weeks get shipped in that based on those criteria. That's always our goal. If we're backed up, sometimes it takes an extra day or two to get orders out. We've obviously been much more behind than that before. We're not super behind today. I think we're running 2 stations today for at least most of the day, which should help us dig out a little bit. But that's kind of where we're at right now. And I think that is basically it for weekend review. So let's do team picks. This is where some of the guys in the warehouse show off builds they did recently. Let's go take a look.
So I brought in the Len Ranko, the Miss Len Ranko. I probably am horribly pronouncing that, from the Build Fighters series. It's based on the Archangel from Seed. You can correct me if I'm wrong. These kits are they're like 1/44 scale, so they're a bit bigger, a bit bulkier than your average girl kit. Good detail, a lot of stickers, but you know, if you're gonna paint, then that's not really a big deal. The heads on these kits are a little different. With the eyes are stickers that you've got to manually put on, like a thing that is inset in the head. And they also come with clear plastic parts that you can set into the face from the outside to give them a more eyeball kind of appearance. I don't use those because it's kind of creepy.
Hey everyone, Chad here. For this week's show and tell, I brought in the high-grade new Gundam, specifically the metallic coating version. I am a sucker for anything that's like special coatings, titanium finish, clears and stuff like that. So when this retail kit came in, I had to snag this one up. It's a little bit pricey because it is like a special coating. It's got that shiny paint. However, it is very shiny, almost like silver nearly. There is some like issues with the kit. It is very old, but like the painting finish sometimes is not perfect. Articulation isn't necessarily the best, but when you're complete, it looks fantastic. When you're cutting the pieces off with these coated kits, the nubs will often show up and you might need to do some painting. However, thankfully, the plastic underneath is the same color as your coating. So if you cut off like one of those like shiny white pieces, it'll be white plastic underneath, or the gold, you got yellow. So it's not terrible right off the shelf. Well, it's not terrible right off the bat. So when it's on a shelf, it'll look good. If you really like the way it looks on the box, so it's nice and shiny, I highly recommend it. But just note that it's not going to be as best as some of the more modern kits.
All right, that's it for team picks. Let's move on to Q&A. So this is where I answer questions from you, the viewer. If you have a question you want answered, post it down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer it next time. We got a question from one person today. Plastic Germs question: what is one tool that you use but probably don't need? I would argue that almost any tool that I use, I don't need. I think nippers are the only tool that I would say are kind of mandatory. Arguably, certain kits you can get away without them if you really, really want to. But the sanding sponges, the glass file, the razor Origin that I use, those ones I could arguably not use any one of those, and it probably wouldn't dramatically change the outcome. I could use one or the other, or, you know, I guess theoretically I don't need any of them, and I could still build. It wouldn't come out the way I wanted to, but that's probably it for that. And then fun question: what was your favorite holiday movie when you're younger, and what is your favorite now? And it says probably a tie between Home Alone and The Santa Claus. Although there's probably something I'm forgetting that I liked more, but I can't remember it, so I guess it doesn't matter. All right, so thanks for the questions. If you have a question you want answered, post it down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer it next time. Thank you for watching. See you next time.